Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyim La, Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakah Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the work. Y'all keep at it. This your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 82 and verse 4 says, "Deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked." Right? The poor and the needy is Yasharallah all around the world. You so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, and all our brethren. Like I said, all around the world. We are the poor and needy. We are the individuals that have no say-so. We are the individuals that are the oppressed of the world. We are the individuals that are the poor. And we need deliverance. And the only way that deliverance is coming is through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. It's not coming through a vote. It's not coming through reparations. It's not coming through any other means but divine intervention from Yahweh. Right? But it look like the devil is making a real life move on the money. Like we've been saying, and he been showing signs of. And I can recall years ago speaking to a person at the job about, situations such as Bitcoin and the daughter of Babylon basically taking it out of rotation to make way for Revelation 13, right? And sure enough, they knocking some heads off, right? So, because you can't have free enterprise and a plan that's dependent on total control, right? That's the whole purpose of taking the paper fiat dollar out of rotation and introducing digital currency, right? So ain't no such thing as you making money on your own and reporting what you want to report to the heads of the daughter of Babylon. Now they want to see every dime, every dollar that you make, every transaction that you make, and they want to be able to control it based off of your social credit score. It's already going on in China, and we heard Klaus Schwab, right, the creator of the World Economic Forum and the leader of the World Economic Forum, say that the world needs to follow China's trend, and that's what they're doing, right? But at the end of the day, the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will only allow these devils to go so far, right? They have a limit that they cannot go beyond, right? But like I said, they making a move. So let me let this video play. I'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, another crypto millionaire and crypto founder gone. This one was found with a gunshot wound. So Bitcoin millionaire and crypto founder found dead with gunshot wound. Dr. John Forsyth, a prominent figure in the crypto space and an emergency room doctor, was found dead on May 30th with a gunshot wound. He had been missing for a week after failing to show up for work at the Mercy Hospital in Cassville, Missouri. His unlocked car was discovered near the hospital with his belongings, including his wallet, passport, laptop, and briefcase inside. Police did not suspect any foul play in his death. Forsyth was the co-founder of Onfo Coin. It's ONFO Coin, a referral-based cryptocurrency project based on social mining. He was also an early adopter of Bitcoin and a vocal critic of the US dollar. In 2020, Forbes called him a Bitcoin millionaire who had a passion for mathematics and blockchain technology. Forsyth's death is the latest in a series of mysterious fatalities among crypto enthusiasts and entrepreneurs. In April, Bob Lee, the creator of Cash App and former technology chief at Square, was stabbed to death in San Francisco last June. Mircea Popescu, a controversial Bitcoin billionaire, drowned in Costa Rica. Some speculate that the crypto fortunes may be lost forever without access to their private keys. So, y'all, this, I don't know. I don't know. It's just so many of them in a short period of time. So this is the third one this year.
Yeah. All right, now, I'm not speaking like it's a fact, right? They got hard evidence that, the CIA and the FBI putting hits on individuals to go out and stop this and stop that. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is this is a hell of a coincidence, especially in the midst of them dropping on the central bank digital currency, if I'm not mistaken, this month or the next, right, around the world, right? And like I said, logic would tell you this, the free market has to leave in order for the central bank digital currency to be really, really relevant. They have to make it to where you have to get this, right? That's the only way the control factor can kick in, and like I said, be relevant. But at the end of the day, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah is doing away with this kingdom, so it really don't matter, man. It really don't matter what these devils do. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 37 and verse 12. It says, "The wicked plotteth against the just, and gnasheth upon him with his teeth." Right? These devils stay trying to, get one over on the poor and oppressed. Right? Job 36:6. "He preserveth not the life of the wicked, but giveth right to the poor." Right? And Matthew 5 really expresses that. It's a blessing to be in the position that we're in, right? Because to be at the bottom of society presents humbleness, really by force, right? And some of us accept it and some of us don't. The ones of us that accept it, which really are the remnant, the Most High said, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." Right? So all of this is really a blessing. Not to say that it's a blessing like it feels good. Nah. It's a blessing because we know what's promised to us from the Father himself through the Son, right? From Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Right? But I said at the end of the day, man, these devils ain't gonna make it, man. They really digging their own grave, Let me see. The book of Psalms 10:2 says, "The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined." Right? So the Most High is allowing them to have the rope tied and loose up tight to hang themselves. It's just like in the book of Esther, where the Edomite was trying to set up Malachi. And at the end of the day, when the devil was creating I believe it was a garrison. Hold on, so let me go there right quick. Been a minute since I read Esther. Let me see. Mordecai, not Malachi. It's a lot. So let me find this right quick. All right, so this Esther, chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at 7. So Haman was an Edomite, and dude made it like a life mission to destroy Yasharallah. Right, and when the Most High put Esther in that position of queen, and the Most High says, man's goings are the Lord, how can a man then understand his own way? All right, so the Most High put Esther in the position of queen to be able to maneuver for Yasharallah, right, to the king. Right, so Haman had devised a plot to not only destroy Mordecai, which was Esther's uncle, but also destroy Yasharallah. This man made a garrison. Why I keep saying garrison? This man made a gallows, which is basically like if you've seen like an old Western movie or something like that. It's like a podium, right, where you stand on, and they'll have your hands tied behind your back, and they'll have a noose around your neck. And then it'll be like a little trap door, and they pull the trap door, and you fall through and hang. Right? He made one for Mordecai. So let me just read scriptures, man. Esther chapter 7, verse 7. It says, "And the king, arising from the banquet of wine in his wrath, went into the palace garden. And Haman stood up to make request for his life to Esther, the queen, for he saw that there was evil determined against him by the king." Right, so basically Esther spilled the beans on his whole plot. Esther said, "This nigga trying to kill me and my people. Right, if you allow him to carry on." I forget. I think he sent out some kind of decree or something like that. I forget. Like I said, I haven't read Esther in a minute. So, hey, that's my new assignment. Read the book of Esther, and the rest of Esther in the Apocrypha. Right, but it says, "Then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine, and Haman." Let me see. Yeah, and Haman was falling upon the bed whereon Esther was. So he pleading with Esther so hard. This nigga then fell on her bed crying. Right? Like in her bed. All right, so it says, "Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face." So soon as the king said, "Damn, what you trying to take my woman too? You already tried to plot on the people, you know what I'm saying? Mordecai, he my dude. You trying to kill these folk. And you gonna try to take my girl too." As soon as he said that, they covered his face up like a mafia movie or something like that. Right, covered his face up, snatched his ass up right quick. It says, "And Harbona, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, Behold, also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, Hang him thereon." Yeah, that's what it was. Haman was really jealous of Mordecai. Mordecai had gained a level of respect and a place in the king's eye, and in actually the king's kingdom. And Haman wanted that spot, so he tried to set him up, set Mordecai up and Yasharallah, like I said. But the plot got spoiled and it got told to the king, right? But it says, read that part again, Esther 7-9, "And Harbona, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, Behold, also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai, right, who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, Hang him thereon. So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he had prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified. Right? So this really like, you can equate it to what the Most High got planned for Esau Edom, man. Esau Edom really is creating this whole technological dystopia, this new digital world order, and it's not for the improvement or betterment of Yasharallah. It's really to further the affliction of Yasharallah, to further our oppression, but make it go way harder than it's ever been, right? And the Most High is basically giving them the rope so that they're gonna hang themselves, right? Ain't gonna be no well. We told them who they were. We tried to treat them nice and so forth and so on. None of that, right? So, yeah, man, that's what Esau Edom got to look forward to, and it looks like they're trying to move forward with their plans. All right, as far as the currency goes, as far as Revelation 13 goes. So, hey man, just stay circumspect, stay watching, stay prayed up, right? Try to stay spiritual, real spiritual. Stay connected to the Father, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, and do the works to the best of your ability, man, and just maintain. You know what I mean? Just maintain. Scripture says, "He that endureth until the end shall be saved." So endure. Look like this devil time almost up, and he know it too. That's why he moving forward with all this digital, this technological world order, right? Trying to become immortal, but in their own way. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like it says in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, man, trying to take the place of the Most High, and it ain't gonna happen, right? So I ended with that, man. Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah, these precepts in this video were edifying. Kol Holoyim La Yahweh B'Hasham Yahweh Shai B'Hasham Harakakodash Shalom Yashalom.